Did you know that Megatron was supposed to appear in the Bumblebee movie as well as Rise of the Beast? This is what Megatron was supposed to look like in the Bumblebee movie and Rise of the Beast. As you can see, this version of Megatron looks a lot like his G1 version. His alternate modes were supposed to be a tank, fighter aircraft, and also a gun. In this universe, Megatron was supposed to be the first Transformer with 4 alternate modes.
Optimus?
Decepticons, attack!
Autobots, fall back!
However, at the beginning of the film, Megatron is nowhere to be found. Here it looks like Soundwave, Shockwave, and Starscream are leading the Decepticons instead of Megatron. Many have begun to theorize that the weapon Soundwave is holding is actually Megatron in the form of a gun. However, it turns out that this is not true, and that the weapon Soundwave is holding is actually his own. We later received confirmation that Megatron is not in the Bumblebee movie and that he will not be in Rise of the Beast either. This news disappointed many fans, some even refused to watch the films because of it. The main question: why did the writers decide to remove Megatron from the story if he already had his own design and planned scenes? The reason is actually the first Transformers movie ever made. The writers wanted the Bumblebee movie and the Rise of the Beasts movie to be connected with the first Transformers movie. The problem is that the Megatron from this universe is frozen in ice and captured by humans. The writers couldn't put Megatron in the fight scene on Cybertron because Megatron was already on Earth frozen in ice. Although the writers wanted to connect movies and make the Bumblebee movie what happened before the first Transformers movie, they made a lot of mistakes in that. In the first Transformers film, the Autobots came to Earth in their protoform form while Bumblebee was already on Earth. Autobots were first protoforms, and after that they scan vehicles and get better armor and the ability to transform. This also applies to Optimus, who was also a protoform before the vehicle was scanned. However, in the Bumblebee movie, the fight on Cybertron is different. Autobots are not protoforms but immediately have their own armor and the ability to transform. Optimus also has his transforming appearance, even though he hasn't come to Earth yet. Another hole in the story that completely separates the Bumblebee movie from Michael Bay's movie happens in Transformers: The Last Knight. In this film, we learn that Bumblebee has been on Earth since before the start of World War II. We also learn that Bumblebee participated in World War II, fighting on the side of America. However, in the Bumblebee movie, we see Bumblebee come to Earth for the first time. At first, he shows complete confusion and unawareness of where he is. For the first time, he meets human beings and gets acquainted with the environment. These two mistakes completely separate the Bumblebee universe from the one created by Michael Bay. Simply put, cutting Megatron out of the Bumblebee movie and that trilogy was a big mistake. The universes are separated, and the attempt to connect them was unsuccessful. Write in the comments what you think the scenes with Megatron would look like, and how would the fight with Optimus be? Subscribe, like, and share to support us. And write what you think about this type of video.